Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is a thrift haul, and this is half of $1 day. So these items are the items that I paid full price for. So there are a couple new designers in here. They're just in general, mostly kind of higher end brands that I would be willing to pay a little bit more for. And then on the next haul, I'll have the dollar only items from the same day. It's just a little too much stuff to do in one haul. So I decided to separate it out. And I know some people like to see what I'm willing to pick up for $1 versus what I'm willing to pay full price for. So hopefully this is helpful. I think this is 22 items total, but I do have 4 items that I've already sold and shipped off. So at the very end, I'll pop in a couple pictures so that you are able to see those 4 items as well. So let's just jump right in. If you aren't subscribed, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button down below. And if you like this video, as always, hitting the thumbs up it means a lot to me. So let's just jump right in. All right, so I've got 2 designers that are new to me on top because I thought they were really interesting to learn about. I don't have too much information to share other than just a little bit, but this is the first one. Obviously the tag looked really interesting. I hadn't seen the name before. And then the style of it, there's kind of this zipper accent around the hood, and then there's zipper accents on the side. And then right here, which I've looked it up a couple times, and from what I can gather, because there are other clothing items with the same thing. I believe it's DSMUARED 2, I believe. And I don't know what it stands for. I probably spent a good 20 minutes trying to figure it out, but there are a lot, like when you just type that in, I found quite a few items not by this designer, so I'm not sure what it's referring to. Clearly there's got to be some meaning. A lot of it were items that were based in parts of Asia, so I'm not sure. Anyways, if maybe the translation is just the miss for me, but this designer is, this item's probably not going to get too much, but I picked it up because he is the designer that designed the swan dress that was kind of, became famous, the musician named Bjork. She wore a swan dress to the Academy Awards, I believe in 2001, early 2000s, and it was just absolutely stunning, gorgeous, got a lot of press, and he was the designer for it. So anyways, when I looked that up and noticed it, I thought, how fun is that? It's hard to do comps for something like this because the comps are hit or miss. I don't think he's really that sought after, but he is a Macedonian designer. That's where he's from. And yeah, I guess he's still doing his thing. So I was just excited to learn that. All right, this next one, I mean, sometimes the pants section, which is one of my least favorite sections to look in, always surprises me with some unusual finds. Some of my top dollar items have come from unusual pairs of pants, but this is going to be a little hard just because it's tiny writing, but that's the tag. So this is, and I'm not sure how to pronounce, but Kadem Sasan. Anyways, it's an Israeli designer, and he has been, I believe, designing for about 20 years. He makes a lot of art to wear, lag and look style stuff, and seems to be pretty sought after. I actually already think I have like 5 watchers on this pair of pants, but it's a pair of pants, elastic waist. It does have this subtle detail, and it almost looks like, which I'm not sure if it's gonna, but it's a little bit of like a raw edge on these subtle trim details, if you can see that. But just kind of a wide pant leg, comfortable, cropped, surprisingly no snags or anything like that I could see. So yeah, I was excited to just see a new label and kind of learn a little bit something about this designer as well. I'm not sure why I can't already talk, but we'll leave that in. Some people seem to appreciate when I leave in my my fumbles of words. All right, so I don't think there's really anything else that's new to me here, so we'll just kind of go in order of the bag. But this is a really nice blazer, and this is AllSaints, one of my favorite brands to pick up. Love this because it's kind of got this ruching detail all down the sleeves. And then there's ruching detail on the back, if you can kind of see. So just a very flattering fit, and a size 10. So I know career stuff doesn't seem to be the hot item right now, but people are going to be interviewing, they are going to go back to work. And this is actually a really great item that you can wear as a blazer for work purposes, but you can also wear with a pair of jeans, boots, and you know, dress it kind of in multiple ways. So, all right, this might be the only unusual item. It's vintage, and the comps look pretty good. And I decided to pay full price for it, even though vintage I typically don't, because it's a little out of my wheelhouse or out of my comfort zone. But this is the label. So Alison Goulard, and size 8 in vintage. This is probably closer to like a 4 in today's sizing, but it's a real leather dress, and it's got these snaps down the side. So just this really flattering gathered look on the waistline. And I would assume it probably hits just below the knee. But some of the dresses were selling for a couple $100s. I couldn't find anything exactly like this, but it seemed like this was a good pickup. It might not sell quickly. There were also a couple of faint spots that I just noted in the listing, but otherwise it's a beautiful dress, and we'll see how it does. I'm throwing this stuff on a chair back there. All right. I really, really love this. Now, this is not a high-end brand. However, this item seems to be a little bit more pricey for Madewell. So it's just Madewell, but it's this absolutely beautiful jacket. All of this has been in a bag for a couple weeks, so pardon the wrinkles, but just really love, it almost feels like felt. I believe it's a wool blend, but it's just got this speckled print. This is actually an extra, extra small, but I'm not joking. Easily, I could wear this, which I'm not an extra, extra small. So maybe not, I mean, I've got another couple things, so it's looking a little awkward, but I could wear this. So anyways, obviously it's supposed to be kind of an oversized style. The comps on this, and if you want to see how I price things, my eBay and Poshmark are linked below, but I believe the comps for something like this were 50 to 80 in that range. And some people have these listed for 120. I think I started at around 99. So I just think it's a really great classic fall piece, really anytime, kind of like you could really wear this any time of year, but really liked that one. All right, I believe this is another AllSaints. Yes. And this one, I had to look at the stock photos just to see, how is this supposed to fit? So it's a sweater, but it's just very awkward shaped. And it's just supposed to kind of have this draped neckline. It's got the cinched waist, so it kind of rides up a little bit. And then the sleeves. So it was a little bit awkward to photograph. It does look really cute on the stock photos, which I don't use for my listings. But if someone's looking for this exact style, they would be able to see it. But AllSaints is just, yeah, I like the style myself, so it's easy for me to pick up. All right, this one I took a little bit of a risk on, but sometimes when there's a collaboration with a larger brand, you know, sometimes those can do pretty well. So this isn't typically a brand that I would consider high-end, which is Splendid. I feel like it's all a little bit of a mess. Which is a Nordstrom house brand. No, it's not a Nordstrom house brand. It actually is a pretty pricey kind of loungewear, but they don't have great resale value in my experience. But this collaboration seemed to do okay. And this dress seemed to have decent comps. So I decided to give it a shot, only because red, white, and blue, this could either be kind of more of that Parisian vibe or look. It's just a little midi dress with a little bit of a slit. And just, it seems very comfortable to wear. There's way too many straps going on here. But anyways, you can kind of get the idea. Or kind of a really great patriotic 4th of July type of thing. So again, the stock photos in this looked adorable. I decided to take a chance, and we'll see. Hopefully it'll find the right person. All right, this is a pair of, I was thrown off by this. So this is a pair of Lululemon shorts, and these were in the men's section, and they kind of look like men's shorts, except when I went to go look them up to find the style information, everything was listed under women's, which you know, I mean, women wear Bermuda shorts too. I just didn't make the assumption, and they were in the men's section. So anyways, there's no pull tag, but here's the little, and it's just got the kind of seersucker feel, very kind of beachy and casual and fun. It's got lots of zipper pockets and stuff like that. So the comps were on this weren't as great. I picked them up thinking they were men's, and I typically do well with men's Lululemon items, but these probably only about 30 is what I'm guessing, maybe 25, 30, but I mean, the men's shorts were only about $5, so it's not going to be a bust, but if I would have known, if I would have looked it up in more detail in the store, I may not have picked it up. All right, so this is a brand that I picked up a couple times, and I haven't had much luck selling it, but I picked this up because it's Cashmere, and it's just a very classic fall item. Really just like a great piece for, you know, someone who's building, what are those wardrobes called? Like those staple wardrobes. Anyways, just Cashmere. It feels great. So this brand is pretty expensive. I believe when I did a little research, this probably retailed for about $500. And so I'm not obviously expecting that, but we'll see. I think I started that high, probably like 80 to 100 somewhere. So hoping for probably that 50 to 70, depending on how long it sits. All right, one of my favorite brands to pick up, wear, sell, all of the above is Equipment Femme. I love, love, love their beautiful silk shirts. This was probably a couple $100. They just have very classic fit. This is just a really nice green. Love the pocket detail in the front. And yeah, I have decent luck with that brand. A shirt like that will probably get 30 to 35 for me. So, you know, it's not like a huge, huge money maker, but it's a consistent seller for me. All right, this is Lafayette 148. And if you can see by the size, it's a 3X, which is awesome. This is a vest. It already undid. The clasp came undone. All right, let's try and put this back together. So I think you could wear it open, but there is one single clasp on the front. And so, yeah, it's just kind of a nice little basic knit classic piece. All right, I was just listening to McThriftsy. I love her YouTube channel. I typically don't miss her videos. And she was talking about this brand recently, and I would have to agree with her. And I don't remember which video. I think it was a couple of videos of hers ago, but I know she picks up this brand. One of the things she said in one of her recent hauls was it's not a quick selling brand. So if you pick it up, just expect it might take 6 months to sell, but that there are certain styles that are sought after, like the berry, which is this one. And I've sold it a number of times. It's a pretty expensive. I mean, it's probably close to $200 for a shirt like this. The resale value, you know, probably only going to get about 30 to 35 for something like this, but it's still, I like the brand. So, and I have sold it a number of times. All right, this one, it's been a couple weeks since I looked this up, but I believe this is a designer, not like high-end designer or runway designer, but just a designer in Southern California. And it doesn't look like there's the most consistent comps. Now, the stuff on their website is absolutely beautiful. Just very boho and casual chic, very California, I think. But anyways, I think I've seen this tag before, and because the inconsistent comps kind of aren't ideal, I passed on it, but I decided to give it a go this time. I just thought this was a really beautiful piece. I just love that you could wear a little pop of color if you wanted, or even just wear a neutral under. And I just thought this was kind of a really great 3 to 4 season top. So, all right, this is a great basic. And I have sold a couple shells by Eileen Fisher. You know, it's just great because you can put them under sweaters, you can put them under suits, you can put them under anything, wear them as is. So it doesn't seem too exciting, but you know, something like this, it didn't cost me much, even full price, because it's a tank top, but you know, something like this probably in that 25 to 30 range. All right, I think the rest are a few men's items, and then I'll share the ones that I've already sold. So This is a pair of Lululemon. These are men's shorts and just has some zipper accents, really crisp, like honestly doesn't feel like they've been worn, but I still put it as pre-owned. This one does have the pull tag, so it's a size 34. And yeah, the little Lululemon tag back there. So this is, I believe, Rag & Bone. Yep. Just a really great basic. Love this color on guys. And this is the Rag & Bone standard issue. And it just has that kind of flannel feel, just really nice feel to it. So I picked that up. Now I did pick up 2 cashmere sweaters for men. One of them already sold. So I'll share that now because we're already here. But that one was a Tags Bloomingdale's cashmere sweater. So the original price on it was $198. It was the exact same as this. It just had Tags. And that one sold for $40 in a day. Now I did accept slightly lower of an offer. I think I had started it. I don't remember where I started it, but I did go off of comps, and it, even though it was marked $198 with Tags, resale value isn't based off of the original price. So I went with comps. I thought, well, I could squeeze $5 more in, or I could sell it now. And, so anyways, that one, yeah, it went very quickly and I'm happy with that. This is the other one. So here's the tag, and they were both size large. This one, I absolutely love the color. I love pinks and purples for guys. I just think it's a lot of fun, and cashmere feels great. So, and then the last item I have here, and a few pictures. Which one is this? Oh, this is John Barbados. The reason I picked this up was because it's an XXL, and it's very dark black. Like, it doesn't seem like it's actually a silk blend, so I believe it's dry clean only, but it just, besides a few wrinkles because it's been in the bag, it's just a really classic piece, and it's a good size. So John Barbados is one of the brands that I've had a lot of luck with selling for men. Some of their stuff only has sold for me for 10 or 15, so I think it depends on the item, the size, the material, all that type of stuff, but I do have pretty good luck with that brand. Okay, so the 3 more items that have sold, 1 or 2 of them were by a brand called Beta Brand, and I've sold this brand a couple times, but only in the pants. And this specific day, I found a sweater, new with tags, and a dress, not new with tags, but both of them were XLs, so probably the same donor. The sweater, I was amazed. It sold within a couple hours. It sold for $85 on eBay with shipping, and when I picked it up, I was like, this is unusual. It's very wool. It was called the Black Sheep was the line. And when I looked up comps, it was like, wow, these comps are, $75 to $100. Even I think some of them were not new with tags. When you go to the website and you look at the stock images or the photos, absolutely really fun piece to wear for fall and winter. So anyways, obviously someone had some sort of thing turned on to notify them when this was listed. They sent me an offer of 80. They sent me an offer of 70, and I countered. I think I started it at 124. I countered because it had only been an hour, and I knew it was in demand. And then they countered, and then it was basically, I think I countered at 90, and then they countered at 85, and it was like, that's $5, it's fine. So I got a little bit more just by countering. I don't counter a lot, but when something is super new and I know it's sought after, I will kind of stand my ground a little bit. So that one was great. And then the dress, this one was kind of an everyday dress. They have multiple different prints and styles, or not styles, but prints, and very lightweight, kind of dress up or down is what it shows on their website. This print wasn't available, but this dress is still available on their website. And that sold for $34.40. That was me sending out an offer to Watcher. And yeah, it was cute. And then the last item was a pair of Fry boots. This was the Heath mid-calf, and they were a brown. They were a slightly larger size. I want to say they were size 10 for women. And these sold for $108 on eBay plus shipping. These, they sent me a really low offer. I declined. Then they kept basically sending offers higher until they got to a place where I just thought, and I mean, those boots I know I probably paid about $15 for, so I didn't want to accept an offer of $60 because when you remove fees, you're really not getting too much of a profit. Plus they weren't listed all that long. So anyways, those are my, I believe it was 22 items, all full price in my area. Besides the boots, ranged from about $5 to $10. And I think I got some good stuff and some new brands. So anyways, hit the thumbs up. I very much appreciate it. And the next video will be the dollar items from the same day. So stay tuned for that. Bye guys.